Good afternoon and welcome to the Wilmore Center on the Ripon College campus into the Johnson Gillespie Court on the Doc Weisky Gymnasium for this afternoon's Ripon College men's basketball game as they will take on Bethany Lutheran College. Bethany coming in 4-5 on the season. Ripon coming in 6-3 with a big victory last night over UW-Whitewater 82-77. Martin Ernster, who's along with me, Riley Eisnagel, our executive producer and camera operator. Marty had a chance to talk to head coach Ryan Kane just a few moments ago. We'll hear from him as we continue here on Ripon College men's basketball on Midwest Conference Television.
Coach Kane, got a big question. How do you feel after that huge win over Whitewater last night?
I feel great. I wish it got us a few extra points on the scoreboard to start the game today, but it doesn't. Today will still be 0-0. So, but yeah, I think certainly a good confidence booster for our guys.
It's like we have players for you that take turns being heroes. Last night's hero was the kid from Fond du Lac. I couldn't be happier for Drew Jorgensen. Pretty much I refer to him as the silent assassin. When he always is ready, when he catches that ball, he's square, he's ready to launch that three.
I like it. Yeah, and you're not wrong. He is just that. You know, he stepped up for us last night in a lot of ways. Their backcourt for Whitewater is very good. And so he was matched up against, a very good player all night defensively and still was able to, find the energy to get his feet set and make a bunch of big threes. And none bigger than the one at the end. It was a three-point game. And, we broke the press and he was wide open standing in front of our bench. And, we probably could have ran the clock down and I said, shoot it.
I'm smiling.
Because there's nobody better with his feet set open than him. I mean, if it was, to say, listen, it's life or nothing, and who could you pick? I think I'd take Drew.
And you bring up a good point. We talk about Ryan Steffes and his defensive prowess, but we don't talk about Jorgensen. We talk about offensively. Like you said, heck of a good defensive player, too.
Yeah.
Very efficient.
Very efficient, competitor, strong in his own right. Goes about his business the right way. I think we're very fortunate to have what I think to be two really solid defensive backcourt players. And at our level, you're going to see a lot of good guards. And we're going to see two more tonight. And so I like our matchups that way.
Bethany Lutheran, I kind of looked up at them. Other than coming from Mankato and Little House on the Prairie area, what can you tell me about what do they bring to the table and what will be your challenge if you're going to come out with that and continue your win streak?
Sure, balance. They play four guards, so they're quick. They'll provide a little bit of a matchup problem for us defensively that way, in that they play a little small, but they can really go. They drive it well. They got lots of guys who can dribble, shoot, and pass, and they're very versatile. So they'll put some pressure on us in that way for sure. They'll spread us out and try to break us down off the bounce for sure.
Okay, I've kind of looked at their losses. 3 of those are by single digits. They were in the games. So their records, sometimes you have to look in between the numbers sometimes to appreciate maybe a team that's better than what the numbers show.
Yeah, and that's them, for sure. Young coach who's done a nice job there, and, he's certainly got some talented players, there's no question, and they play hard. So they'll give us everything. And, they're coming off of full rest. They didn't play last night, so that'll be a challenge for us as well.
That was my next question, Coach. You anticipated it greatly, so I'm not going to even ask it. So you might have some heavy legs, but I'm sure everybody went to bed last night on that roster for you with smiles on their faces after such a great win. Being up by 18, relinquishing that lead, being down at half, and then having the muster to come back and pull out the win.
Yeah, so I felt like, regardless of how the game goes today, we shouldn't be caught off guard or feel, a lack of confidence in any way, given what we've been able to kind of accomplish so far. So there's nothing that we could see today that I think, we couldn't be prepared for. We'll be prepared for all of it. And I'm hopeful for today, to get some good opportunities for our bench players to come in and give us some spark like they did a couple of weeks ago against Beloit.
Sounds great. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We're going to be back with the lineup shortly.
Welcome back inside the Wilmore Center as we get set for this one as the Ripon College Redhawks host the Bethany Lutheran College Vikings. Take a look at those starting lineups here coming up in just a little bit. Bethany coming in 4-5 out of the UMAC conference. And we'll take a look at those starters for Bethany Lutheran College today. Starting number 0, Brian Smith, a 5'10" senior guard from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Number 4, Kyrie Mayfield, a 6-foot senior guard from St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Number 23, Justin Schrupp, a 6'3" junior guard from Minnesota. And number 25, Jared Malinkovich, a 6'3" senior guard from New Prague, Minnesota. And number 31, Hunter Nielsen, a 6'8" junior center from New Prague, Minnesota as well. Under the head coaching direction of Pat Garvin, those are the Vikings of Bethany Lutheran College. Here's your starting lineup for the Ripon College Redhawks this afternoon. Number 1, Ryan Steffes, the 6-foot junior guard from St. Cloud, Wisconsin. Number 5, Jalen Mahone, the 6'2" junior from Brandon, Wisconsin. Number 13, Drew Jorgensen, the 6-foot junior from Fond du Lac. Number 42, David DeValk, the 6'9" junior from Appleton. And number 50, Owen Tooney, the 6'4" junior from Waupun. Under the head coaching direction of Ryan Kane in his 10th season, those are the Ripon College Redhawks. Big game last night for Ripon as they were able to knock off UW-Whitewater 82-77. Lights out shooting in the beginning of that. Three-pointers couldn't miss.
Boy, it sounded like it too. Ripon had 4 guys finish in double figures in the game. In fact, the 5th guy had 8, so they weren't too far behind for having 5 guys in double figures. And sometimes that's what you need when you're beating a highly touted opponent. And Drew Jorgensen with a career-high 22. I think it was like some crazy number on three-pointers, which is his forte.
4 of 9.
Yeah. And so, coach was saying in pregame, in a one possession difference, they get the theft, and he stops and pops the 3 towards the end of the game. Gave him a little bit of breathing room.
So introductions being handled by Lynn DeKrause at the PA table as we get set here.
Yep, Lynn Krause and I will be in action Monday, high school boys action.
Oh, okay.
Non-conference.
There you go.
That'll be Monday. You'll be working the board, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And him and I will be doing that game Monday night. Chilton comes to town.
So after today's game, Ripon's got a little bit of a break. They're not playing until at UW Stouts at 7 p.m. on December 29th, and then versus UW Oshkosh on December 30th. So they've got a little bit of some time off. Have to get some home cooking in there after a tough week because it's finals week, right? You got a game on Friday night against a WEAC opponent, which is always tough, and they come away with a victory, but then a little bit of a well-deserved rest, and then they'll have off until January 4th when Grinnell will come to town. And what a way to come back to start your conference season.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting coming off of a game last night for Ripon. Bethany Lutheran very well rested, and Ripon might have a little bit of hangover, if you will, from last night's contest, but we're going to find out here really, really quick. Coach Kane talking about the athleticism, starting a 4-guard, four-guard starters, and that they're quite backcourt is the area where they're going to have to be Ripon very, very focused. That's the strength, is their starting backcourt for Bethany College.
This BLC team was supposed to play Marion last night, but the game was canceled.
I saw that.
So they played last week, Saturday at Northland, where they lost 77-65. Northland atop the conference in the UMAC, but 2-8 overall.
So,
recognize the warm-up music or the intro music here, Marty? How good are you on your classical music?
Well, I'm lousy with names, but I certainly recognize that sign.
Little O Fortuna.
Boy, that is a great.
That's a banger, isn't it, as they say?
Great tune.
DeValk with the tip over to Tooney, and Mahone will set it up, and the entire Ripon College men's basketball team bench will now stand. Tooney. Dribble drive in, look to throw back, kick back out. Steffes 3, that won't go. Pulled down from Kyrie.
Yeah. Mayfield from St. Louis Park got some hops. Nice finish there at the rim by 25. Malinkovich.
Malinkovich with the basket gives the Vikings a 2-0 lead here. Early moments of the first half. Jorgensen will go baseline. Steffes on the run, 14 feet. Good control in the air. Good.
Yeah, he'll pop anywhere from the floor, won't he?
Yeah.
Nice part of the game.
Smith with the drive across the timeline. Inside pressure. Nielsen post up against DeVolk. DeVolk got in the way of Nielsen, and Mahone will come away.
Good defense, DeVolk, making Nielsen put up a prayer.
Mahone back over. Steffes off the touch pass from Tooney. Gets the screen. Have to reload and kick to the right. Jorgensen now. DeVolk had a huge Saturday last week.
Yes, he did.
He'll
Career
go up
high.
this time. That one won't go. Tip it around. Rebound pulled out by Nielsen. Go the other way.
Yeah, he was bothered by Nielsen on that shot.
Nielsen on the catch. Nowhere to go. Will fire back into Mahone. He's got numbers a little bit. No, he's 1 on 3. He'll go up. Good control. Puts it there. No good. Rebound comes out.
Wow. Good defense.
Milinkovic on the clear. Shot on the post up 3 deep. That's good.
Deep 3.
Justin Schrapp. With the 3-5-2 lead Vikings. 2 minutes gone. Mahone left side of the key. Runs into the wall. DeVolk will go to the right edge. Hand off to Jorgensen. Yeah, that's a charge screen.
Yeah, but what it was, he was bothering him. He's doing a great job, number 4, Mayfield, of not using your hands or arms, but making contact. Smart. And it flustered Jorgensen.
Smith will walk it across. Throw back up top. 3-pointer on the way again. That one won't go this time. 4 Redhawks around it. Pull the board. Steffes on the run. Hands back. Jorgensen. 22 feet. Good. Tie ball game.
Boy, is that pretty? I mean, Jorgensen always in shooting position.
Smith again. Milinkovic will come through, lose control, get it back, lost it in the air. Shot on the way 3 is no good. Cleared out of there. Jorgensen will run. Now ahead to Mahone. Jalen will get the screen back to DeVolk. He'll push his way through. Jump stop, left hand, finish no good.
Yep, did everything right, just didn't finish the play.
Mayfield with a dribble through the legs, working against Mahone to the right side kick. Back to Smith, he'll go on the give. Hand back to Mayfield. Shot for 3 in the corner. That'll go.
Well executed. He got a screen. The shooter got the screen from his teammate. So when the ball went from Mayfield to the shooter, he wasn't bothered.
3-point lead for Bethany Lutheran, and that's a finish from Drew Jorgensen to make it 8-7.
Jorgensen can shoot something other than a 3. Look at this.
3-pointer on the other end. Man, they move quick.
Wow.
Schrapp.
Wow.
11-7. This is gas pedal all the way here, kids. Steffes, hands off. DeVolk with a flush.
Boy, he has caught the feet. He's opened that can of spinach these last 3 games.
DeVolk got a hand on it again. This time turnover.
What a hustle. A 2-hand flush and get down to break up the pass.
Steffes on the finish on the other end. Now coach says, hey, let's slow it down just a tad. Let him shoot the 3. Canned.
Look at him, look at him showing everybody.
Love it. 14.
They won't make fun of those pink shoes, I'll tell you that.
14-11. Mahone mid-range, that won't go. Pulled out of there by Kyrie Mayfield. Mayfield quickly up the court, going coast. 94, lays it good.
Quick.
30-second timeout taken by head coach Ryan Kane.
Yep.
16-11, the Vikings lead the Redhawks 15-19.
So Ripon's learning some things really quick. You better be back. You better get back. Because if you're not back, you're scoring. Whether it's inside or from downtown on the 3, they're going to be, Bethany Lutheran is going to be there shooting the ball.
Marty had a chance to talk to Ryan Kane, and he came up here and kind of gave me the lowdown afterwards, and he says, they're going to hustle. Yeah. You ain't kidding, man.
Yeah.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, it's kind of like they must have got the word from that second-year head coach.
Right.
He came in he came in right when I think that was Galati that might have come in, or Jack Brady maybe.
And they move quick. Here comes Nielsen again. They're going to give the goal.
Yeah, they're going to call it goaltending.
Basket interference.
Okay, there you go.
21-20.
Got the hand into the net in the rim.
12:20 remaining here, first half action. Redhawks lead by 1. Galani, Brady, Meinholz, he'll finish. Basket and one.
Did you see what he did on that move? When he went in the lane, when he showed him the ball and then took him off with the right hand, when he went up, left the floor, he switched that ball to his left hand on the shot.
Well, it looks like he pumped the brakes too a little bit. He's like, all right, I'm not going to go as deep as I wanted to. I'm going to kick back here for a second, and it opened up.
No, you're right. He let go of that ball, kind of floating about 6 feet away.
No good on the free throw. Tipped out of there, Mahone.
Yeah.
Brady will lose the dribble. Now I'll run back out. Galati will get tripped up. He'll hit the deck. Rub some dirt on it, kid, right?
Yeah. If you can find some
back
in here. Maybe when it was the older gym.
Galati, good ball handler, goes behind the back, gets picked this time. And oh, man, is it scrappy.
Yeah. If he doesn't reach, he might have got the offensive push-off, but he reached. That preceded everything else. Rip it by 3.
23-20 with 11:48 remaining.
You and I gotta crank it up here. we got a game under our belt.
Hey, we're doing video, Marty, so you know what? The video can tell a lot of the story. Here's the feed inside. Nielsen again going over the top of Mahone.
Nielsen, a very nice player. You can't be deceived by his.
Galati to Brady, now to Meinholz to Mahone. Meinholz gets the corner this time. Scoop underneath, too far underneath.
Yeah, they collapsed nicely.
Meinholz will get the pick. He's got the wheels, he'll finish, and no control on that one either.
Nope, the defense made him take an awkward shot. Good defense by Adele.
Shot in the middle is gonna go down for 31, Hunter Nielsen. Kid's got 8.
They reclaim the lead.
24-23, 10:57. Starter's going to come back in. They got an early blow.
Yeah, just pace of the game, right?
Well, and given the game, played a game last night too, right? You probably want to give a little bit.
It's getting sloppy with the ball. Big guys can't be putting it on the floor.
Mayfield.
Especially with those quick guards.
Boy, they set a nice screen wide open in the corner.
How's he going to call it?
I'm calling offensive foul.
Yeah, I was just waiting. I didn't see the sign. I was watching the other ref. Okay. Because he blew his whistle as well. It's the right call.
Alex Sharma was wide open down here as
and
Kyrie was coming.
And that's what he was doing, giving him the ball. And he's explaining to the ref that he thought it was a flop.
Steffes will come back in. DeValk's out there, Tooney, Jorgensen, Mahone. Starting 5 for the Hawks. They trail 24-23. Up top, back to Steffes, gets the screen. Shot from Jorgensen, that one won't go this time. I love it when Tooney sets the screen because you get a little extra room, right?
Yeah, you do.
You get a little extra on it.
DeValk's been doing a lot of screen setting, trying to get the pick another.
Yeah, that's a good foul by Alex Sharma there. Because Steffes was going to go uncontested, no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
And good call.
Boy, is he being a pest on defense.
24-23, 9:56 remaining. Steffes will bring it up, Tooney. Mahone back to Steffes, and Mahone. Mid-range 18, good.
He is so consistently good at that.
I'd like to see the shot tracker on him this season just to see where all the mid-ranges are.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be that 15 to 18 feet. He's just dialed.
I agree.
Steffes will run it down. He'll go the full contest. Go.
And he does such a good job to protect the ball all the way up to the release so it doesn't get blocked.
27-24 and 9:17 remaining here in the first half. You heard the score right. 27-24. Still got halfway to go. 3. That won't go. Tooney had it, lost it.
He is human.
DeValk trailing. Jorgensen will throw back out. Finds Steffes.
Great defense by Mayfield on
Tooney post
Jorgensen.
up, puts a shoulder in, now gets picked low.
What did I tell you about big guys putting it down on the floor?
He'll save it in. Mahone, I should say, bringing it up over to the left edge to Tooney.
Reinventing the word transition in this game today.
Steffes looking for some clear, gonna throw it back around. Jalen baseline, spins, comes through, puts up, back step, good.
Undefensible.
Full timeout, 29-24. Ripon leading. What a pace.
Wow. I'm impressed with what the visiting ball club brings to the table. Very athletic, very quick, transition, big time fast. And
It seems they've done the shuttle run a few times.
And every time, either DeValk or in this case, Tooney, they put that ball down on the floor to gather themselves, it's over.
They're scrapping, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting taken right out of their hands. So when they do feed the block, you have to go chin up, never think about putting it down, pivot, and go up with the ball or kick it out. But if you like to gather yourself, and we know Tooney's very good at this, about being very methodically taking his time and sizing up his opponent and then trying to figure out how to attack the rim. I think because of the quickness and the help defense of this ball club, the adversary, that they just can't do that today, at least not yet.
Redhawks lead 29-24. Jorgensen, 7 points. Mahone, 6 points. 10 points from Ryan Steffes.
Steffes, 4 of those on thefts.
Yeah.
1 on an inbounds, the other at the top of the circle.
Jared Milinkovic will do the inbounds. Kyrie Mayfield waiting. And that will come in.
Glad that little tweaked right foot of Steffes evidently is not an issue.
Milinkovic will throw back out. Down to the corner, they'll work the edge this time. Fire back out, picked off Jorgensen.
Way to read that passing lane.
Jorgensen will hand off to Steffes. Steffes will kick back up top.
Look at this.
Mahone comes in, step back right side, 3 good.
Is he hot? Woo! And look who's going at it. Him and 23.
Brandon Teese checking in as well at that break.
Schrupp.
Schrupp this time, finish high, good. That's, I should say, Milinkovic.
Schrupp is 23, him and Mahone. Like watching when Mahone guards him.
Teese will look over to Mahone. Tooney banging it out down there with Schrupp.
That's a good matchup there.
Tooney left-handed, too hard on
You won't see that often.
No. In transition, the Vikings will go back out. Mayfield will come through in the corner.
That's a tough matchup.
3 on the way, no good.
That landed out of bounds. That's a tough matchup with Teese on Mayfield. Got to get help for sure.
Luke Meinholtz will come in. Tooney will take a seat. Smith back in for the Vikings.
This fivesome for the Redhawks once again is well suited to go at the pace with Bethany Lutheran.
Teese will hand to Jorgensen, now to Meinholtz, to Mahone. 32-26, 6:48 remaining in the first half. You like points? We got your game. Jorgensen, that one will miss. Crash on the board, though. A little too hard as Teese.
Good effort by Teese. Most of that, why he couldn't get it, was the box out by 10, Milinkovic.
Across the 47-foot line is Mayfield.
Never knew it was 47 feet.
Yeah. 94 feet long, right?
I guess I never thought about it. Yeah, funny. Ooh, good find. Good ball movement. Look at that.
Nielsen wasn't ready for it. It was so good.
What
Now
great,
throw that way.
yeah, great ball movement. Like you said, Nielsen wasn't ready for that crafty pass by Milinkovic.
(32-26). Ripon leading the Vikings.
I didn't realize there was 2 Milinkovic's.
Yes.
My bad.
Jared and Jacob.
The freshman.
So the college game on the 94-foot floor, the high school game on the 84-foot floor. So it'd be the 42 line in high school. See,
Yeah, and that's why
I'm
when,
bringing you into math.
That's
here.
why when Ripon would go to state, they would come and practice on the college court. That I did know.
Get that extra 10 feet. Meinholz. Luke, good for one. 33-26. 5-5-5 on the scoreboard for the time.
So Mayfield is the odd man out. Everybody else pretty much seems to be from, other than the Australian, from Minnesota.
Well, Mayfield's from St. Louis Park, Minnesota.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He's the odd man out.
Yeah.
Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at St. Louis. Boy, I'm on it. I better just be quiet and just watch the game.
Want me to take over from here, Marty?
Yeah.
Okay. Left side kick. That's Jared Milinkovic. Down to Nielsen. Swing on the elbow, pushing down. Working against Teese. Nice finish underneath. Up and around. He's done that move once or twice.
He's got game.
Staffis. Back out top. Jorgensen will work around the screen. Find Meinholz. Back to Mahone. He'll put up a shot. Get blocked. Get his own rebound. Get it back up. Good hang. No good. Nielsen on it.
Had a second opportunity. Couldn't deliver.
5 minutes remaining here in the first half. 34-28 lead for the Redhawks. 16 feet, no good. Ooh.
Really?
What do we got underneath?
He's calling a foul on Staffis on the jump shot.
Okay. Smith is 72% free throw shooter this season. That one is up and good, making it 34-29. So DeValk back into the ball game. Who else checked in, Marty? I wasn't.
Wesley Woods.
Oh, the freshman from Matheson, Illinois.
Yeah. Southland College prep.
6-foot freshman guard. Staffis will bring it up into the front court for the Hawks. Meinholz to Jorgensen. The thing I like about Jorgensen, man, he's always full out sprint whenever he's coming. Staffis the same way on the finish. 36-30. No let up on the gas pedal. Smith on the hand back. Back to Smith, they'll play catch. Milinkovic. Free throw line, no good. Rebound, Staffis will come away.
He's looking
to go to Woods, but instead goes back to Meinholz. Meinholz will go high this time to get it to roll off the rim.
Got a little body from behind.
Milinkovic ditch back off. Uppido. And around the perimeter they'll work. Shot for three, no good. Rebound. Ooh.
Nice
Meinholz.
no call.
Jorgensen three, released. That won't go. Woods almost stripped it.
Yeah.
Usually I keep an eye on the shot clock, and if we get down below 10 seconds, I'll let the viewers know that we're below 10 seconds. Haven't had to do that the entire game. Not once. Not once.
I guess that tells a lot.
Mayfield back in for the Vikings, 36-30, 3:52 remaining in the first half.
Coach Kane has played 11 players so far.
Shot put up no good, rebounded out by Staffis. Staffis will drive, try to scoop it underneath the DeVault, but kicked off. Woods will come away with it.
Freshman.
What do we got?
Something with the clock.
Oh, okay, back to 27.
Allows everybody to come up for air also.
We'll take that. Woods will do the inbounds in front of the Vikings bench.
Connor Spielvogel for Ripon is out there now.
Oh, okay.
Setting the ball screen for Jorgensen.
Jorgensen picks his way through over to DeValk. DeValk tried for the jam. He got fouled. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Good foul on the back end for
Uppadell.
Yeah,
Behind.
you thought DeValk could have went maybe alley-oop on that, but instead he took it to the ground to go up with the flush and got stripped.
His timing was off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think you're right on what he wanted to do.
DeValk free throw. That's good. Makes it 37-30. 3:21 remaining.
We are certainly seeing the maturation of DeValk this season.
In the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Free throw. That's good.
First game of the year, I think he had a good game, double digits. And then a couple games like, okay, but now I think it's he's figuring it out, and that's really good news for Redhawks.
Right. You have to remember this team for Ripon does not have one senior.
Yeah, they'll all be back next year.
Yeah. Staffis will go side of the backboard this time.
Yeah.
Jacob Milinkovic over to Kyrie, down to the corner, shot for three, good for 23.
Yeah.
Justin Schrupp. 38-33. Ripon leads by 5, 2:49 remaining. And the basket is up and good. 3-point baskets.
Jorgensen says I can do that too.
Ripon 3 of 6 behind the arc today. Woods will try to pull up to down. Now around the outside, Smith over to the corner. Kyrie Mayfield, 3 on the answer, and that won't go.
That's a tough shot because he had to reach back to his left to catch it and then hurry the shot.
Spielvogel with the rebound. Now up the court, Jorgensen will run with it. Inside DeValk. Got to get a lot going on down there right now, right?
Well, I was wondering if there was going to be a whistle on. I just, the way that the game is called nowadays, whether it's a men or women's game, you get these delayed whistles. I'm not quite sure why.
Give you an idea how this game is going. 58 shots have been taken so far.
Yeah, and that would be, with over 2 minutes left in the first half, you'll see 58 attempts by one team in a game.
Here's the free throw, good from DeValk. He's been solid at the stripe. Ripon 16 of 30 shooting for 53%, 13 of 29 for 45% BLC.
Yeah, that's usually what you'll see, something in the 50s in the terms of shot attempts in the game.
Gallaty back into the ball game for the Hawks. So is Tooney. DeValk will sit down. 43-33, biggest lead of the ball game so far for Ripon.
Unless we're talking Grinnell, they've had games where I believe they've attempted well over 80 threes.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah.
We've called games like that. What does Lynn Krause say? Keep your souvenir programs.
Yeah, they'll be coming in on a Tuesday this year.
Shot on the way is up and good this time for 25, Jared Milinkovic. 43-35 Hawks. 100 seconds left in this one. Deep three, no good.
He shoots it. He came in on that back-to-back deep threes when they were in a close game earlier in the year, came off the bench. It was all about him playing defense, Coach Kane was saying. If he could show him that he could play the defense on that end, he was going to get floor time. No doubt that he can shoot the pill.
Gallaty's going to get the foul. Mahone will come back in. And Luke Meinholtz back in as well.
Yeah.
43-35, minute 24 remaining. Picked off, Meinholtz saves it into Tooney.
Man, what a
Ahead.
player. Oh!
Inside feed underneath, Brady can't finish.
What a great pass. Underneath the D with a bounce.
Picked off again. Brady got a chance to redeem himself. Now ahead, tips to Mahone right there. Off the glass and good.
The assist has to go to Bethany College on that. 45-35, under a minute to go.
Picked off again.
That's his third steal. He just got in.
Gallaty throws back to Tooney, left-handed, high off the glass, won't go.
No, the pace of the game is throwing Tooney off.
Travel.
Too many options. Good idea.
45-35, Vikings trail by 10 to the Redhawks. 40 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's hard to believe when I look up, Ripon has a 10-point lead in a game like this. Especially when we're going to look at the halftime stats for three-point shooting.
Gallaty to Tooney to Mahone. Mahone, Meinholz. He'll drive. He'll lose it, though.
Oh, great defense.
Come back the other way. Schrupp. Now Sharma with it.
Yeah, Schruck does more than just shoot threes for a living.
He came out and trained, 27-footer? Start this game off.
And then stepped it up from there, it seemed.
Under 10 to go. Shot clock is off. 3 on the way. Schrupp, good again.
Oh,
and a look back at the bench.
Yeah. And look back up.
And the heave, no good.
He is cocky.
45-38, the Redhawks lead here at halftime. I'll get you some quick stats, and we'll take a little bit more look at them here just a matter of moments. 17-34 for the Hawks for 50%, 16-31 for BLC for 49% in the first half. So there's been some chucking going on for sure. We'll step away for a little bit, come back with the second half. It's Ripon College men's basketball on Midwest Conference Television and the Ripon Channel. Welcome back to the Wilmore Center as the Ripon College Redhawks lead 45-38 over Bethany Lutheran College here in this men's basketball game on this Saturday afternoon. Glad to have you along with Martin Ernster, Riley Eisenachel. I'm Chase Mansmith. Been a fast-paced game for sure, Marty. A little bit of a track meet on there as we've already got, 83 points combined scored here in this game. You're going to take a look at stats, and they're impressive.
They are. When you look at the 48% shooting from the floor for the visiting team, they're 15-31. What stands out is being 6 for 17 at 35%. But you look into that and break that down, it's Justin Schrupp pretty much supplying the downtown artillery, going 5 of 9 for 15 points, all are threes. And then the other leading scorers for that visitor is Hunter Nielsen with 10. He's 5 of 7 from the floor. Jared Milinkovic, 4 of 6 from the floor for 9 points. The other area of concern, it's 13 turnovers. Give Ripon College, that scrappy defense, a lot of credit for creating those. But they do have 7 steals on their own. For the home team, Steffes, 12 points. He's 5 of 7 from the floor. Jalen Mahone, no surprise, with 11. Drew Jorgensen with 10, 2 of 4 on the three-pointers. What is impressive for me is the free throw shooting, 8 of 9 for Ripon for nearly 89%. And they are shooting 50% from the floor, Ripon College, 17-34. I'm not sure where you go from here. Ripon, by the way, doing a good job taking care of the ball with only single-digit 8 turnovers in the first half. And the bigs have been the problem, I think, not a problem, but they got to stop putting the ball on the floor for Ripon, and they can really even do a better job in terms of not turning the ball over, because they do a great job, Bethany Lutheran College, of really just going to the ball once a big guy. They smell blood, shark in the water once the big puts it on the floor or holds it at their waist.
Not a lot of fouls in the first half either. Nobody in foul trouble for Ripon. In fact, only 5 personal fouls called on them, 8 for Bethany Lutheran.
Well, between you and me, I think there was a lot more fouls that just weren't called because the refs couldn't catch up to the players.
They couldn't keep up, yeah.
They couldn't catch up to them to blow their whistle. A little sarcasm there, but yeah, if you like fast-paced basketball with a lot of offensive attacking of the rim and downtown shooting, this is the game for you.
Well, this is a real test also to find out the conditioning of this Redhawks team as they went deep last night as well with UW-Whitewater in that 82-77 win, in which they were down and then were able to come back and get the victory. So we'll see how they do, how the legs are after that.
Yeah, Coach Kane has played 11 players in the first half. And if they can maintain a lead here, don't be surprised to see some other fresh faces that didn't see the court in the first half. One, because if you can, of course, I don't know what kind of lead would be safe against this this Bethany Lutheran College team. But you get some other guys in there. It's non-conference. And let's face it, this is a deep ball club. Both the men's and the women's ball clubs at Ripon College are deep in numbers and deep in quality.
So as we begin the second half, Jared Milinkovic will inbounds to Kyrie Mayfield. And we'll start it. Mayfield will kick back out. Brian Smith for a three. That won't go. Rebounded out by Tooney.
Got what they wanted. Good kick out by the Blazer, Mayfield.
Right side threw over to Jorgensen. Screened back out Tooney. Tooney will back down. Get some position. And they'll call a foul against 23, Schrupp.
What a Tooney, that pace right there was about as fast as you're going to see him go one-on-one. Created the slap on the hand on the shot.
Lefty free, good. Redhawks, 9 of 10 from the free throw line today.
Coach Kane looks kind of relaxed by his standards, doesn't he?
We'll see. The second one is good, 47-38. Yeah, that's pretty timid.
Yeah.
Mayfield this time will work Jorgensen, hand back. Milinkovic for three, that won't go.
Good idea, though.
DeValk gonna save it, goes out of bounds and comes back in. Smith will reload. Here's the shot, Milinkovic, no good. Rebound, DeValk again.
Two good looks by Milinkovic, couldn't deliver.
Mahone up the court. He'll spin, bring through, hand back out to DeValk.
Yeah, used the ball screen by DeValk very well.
David will throw to Mahone. Mahone behind the back, 16 foot, good.
Every time he does that, and he keeps doing it, night in and night out. Almost threw it away.
Kyrie Mayfield will walk the line a little bit. Boy, he had a quick move there.
He is quick.
Fired over the top of the head. Schrupp can't catch it. Goes out of bounds.
Rising fastball by Kyrie.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, from our Riley Eisnagel behind the lens making that comment about the miles per hour on that pass.
Galati on the comes into the ball game now for the Hawks.
I think if I'm thinking I'm going to, next time they're on offense, those visitors, I'm going to go to my big Nielsen down low.
Steffes will set it up to DeValk, who's outside this time, staying away from inside.
Galati, he's a threat to shoot the pill from downtown.
DeValk coming out. Like that reverse. Inside,
Boy.
ball out of bounds.
Those are some quick hands. If those aren't fouls, those are some really good quick hands on defense.
49-38, 18-20 remaining here in the second half. Tooney on the inbounds, gets the screens from Jorgensen. He'll go up and get blocked. Ball out of bounds.
Got a push in the back, no call. Tooney's looking at his left arm, making sure it's still attached.
Galati inside. DeValk will go. Basket good.
Over Nielsen.
(51-38). Biggest lead of the ball game now.
There's Nielsen.
Nielsen this time picked by DeValk. Steffes on the run.
Tit for tat, as they say.
Schrupp behind him. Now hand back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen will come in. Back to Steffes. Down to DeValk. DeValk working Nielsen this time. Creates some separation. Left-handed. Gets it back. Puts it up again. Can't get it to drop. Schrupp, 26-footer. Way off.
I don't see him looking at the crowd that time. Look at this
time
pass.
ahead to Tooney.
Let it go.
Yep.
Got back as a free safety that time on defense. Tooney pulled off of it wisely.
Jacob Milinkovic now into the ball game. Galati. Got to find somebody. Jorgensen will break away.
One count away from 5 seconds.
Tooney with a big screen.
Good matchup here. See what Tooney does. Nope.
Throw back out. Jorgensen on the set. That won't go. Rebound. It comes out. Mayfield on the dribble. Fire back corner. Smith, his foot was on the line. Not going to count.
Don't understand that. Yeah, because you're setting up for the three.
Well, yeah, plus you're in front of your own bench.
Yeah,
saying, hey,
you think a teammate would say something, eh?
Move forward a little bit. Jack Brady into the ball game. Jorgensen will sit.
So you got Galati and Brady on the court.
Oh, DeValk, yeah, you were looking at the runner.
Yeah.
Picked off this time. Now they'll close on him. Got to steal it right back.
What a great theft.
Galati with the run. Man, he put the brakes on quick, didn't he? DeValk will wait, go around, put it up and good.
Great transition basketball. You know, Ripon says you want to play this type of game, and they've accommodated that. Good example was right there as we get a timeout.
Yeah,
call.
15-point lead now for Ripon. 16:40 remaining here in the second half.
Almost get the feeling they're just getting a little cavalier, a little too cute for their own game.
Well,
you got to do in my book. There's two guys I want to go to. I want to go to Nielsen down low, or you want Mr. Schrupp shooting the pill from downtown. It's not real complicated, and sometimes Mayfield kind of gets a little out of control.
Well, the Vikings have gone 3 minutes and 20 seconds in the second half without a point.
And after watching the first half, that's a stat that's kind of hard to believe.
Mm-hmm. So Ripon has outscored them 8-0 here in the first couple of moments of the second half.
And to say that the refs are letting them play is definitely the case.
Well, I think you have to, right? I mean, the speed dictates.
Right. But my point being is, like, when they're challenging shooters, they're letting a lot go. I mean, you're reaching in on that ball, and they're not calling anything, and they're doing it consistently, and they've been very consistent on that both ways. So just an observation, not a judgment.
So Ripon will take a little bit of a break off here after this game until they come back on the 29th, I think, of December. That's going to be at UW Oshkosh in that tournament over there. So they'll play UW Stouts on the 29th and UW Oshkosh on the 30th.
The thing that stands out to me is when I look at Galati and Brady, I look at the depth of the backcourt play by Ripon that Coach Kane has this year. And Mahone, are you kidding me?
Right.
Jorgensen, my goodness.
Well, you get a guy like Galati and with so much speed. There's a block from DeValk.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of Galati right there, he covers the floor so quickly.
Doesn't he handle the ball well? Always under control.
Brady on the return, backs out Galati. Now here's Tooney. Bounce
Back
pass
door.
inside Steffes. Oh, couldn't get it.
What a great pass from the big to the guard, right? And a roll reversal instead of on the back door. And that comment in the first half, I talked about Steffes doing a great job of protecting the ball or right up until the release point. Otherwise, it would have been a jam. It would have been clean, no foul.
Steffes at the stripe for two. 53-38. Redhawks lead 54-38 now. 16:09.
Speaking of Mahone, look who's getting ready to come in on the stable of quality guards that Coach Kane has for the Redhawks.
This one is good as well.
The other one that hasn't even come in today from Northfield, Nutrier, William Ryan.
Right.
Ricky Bobby, have to forgive me there on the two first names. It always throws me.
Steffes with 13 points. Shot up and good. Mayfield is good with the basket, 55-40. That's the first points of the second half for BLC.
4 minutes plus gone by before that happened.
That one gets tipped. Yeah, good call.
Yep.
You got something to give there, Owen. Go for it. You don't have a foul yet.
And that's the, I think that pass was off of Mahone, I think. And that's just the one part of the game. Otherwise, he's 90% complete, right. Mahone.
The inbounds goes to Smith, and Galati's right there to meet him. That's a fun matchup, Smith and Galati there.
Sure.
Basket put up and good this time. Who they giving it to?
Two very animated players. Look at that pick. DeValk has to fake a pass to make a pass with those quick guards.
Mayfield no good on the three-point attempt, pulled out of there from DeValk.
Good decision.
Falk will handle it, bring it up the court. Jorgensen set to check back in. Brady. Dom, throw back. Tooney.
He's looking for a cutter.
Three-pointer on the way. We got under 10 seconds on the shot clock, Marty. First time all game.
Well, I would bench Galati then. Actually, it wasn't his fault. He shot that as soon as he got it.
Shot on the way, no good. No, it'll go.
It'd be on the bump, the body bump. That's the disadvantage of being a big, thick man playing basketball.
58-42, 58-44, I should say. Vikings trailing the Redhawks. And Kyrie Mayfield will go to the free throw line. Luke Meinholz will come in. Also Brandon Teese.
I'll tell you, Teese and Meinholz, what a combination that is. Two small forwards that really can play the game, can handle the ball. They do everything very well.
Nielsen will come back in. Keep an eye on that Teese-Nielsen matchup. That'll be a good one.
Yep, he'll have to use quickness, Teese.
Free throw is good, 58-45. Redhawks lead by 13. 14:44 remaining. Mahone on the dribble.
Ooh, crossover.
He'll wait, get in the air, put up the shot, no good. Nielsen will run it down and picked off. Meinholz and lays it up good.
Everyone's waiting for a jam from him. Boy, how many steals does he have? And there's a knockaway too.
Meinholz will tip it out of bounds.
Boy, you talk about hand-eye coordination, Meinholz.
Meinholz with 3 steals in the ball game so far.
And some tips.
Smith on the catch. He'll come through the middle of the pipe, puts up the shot, no good.
Good defense by Jorgensen. When it looked like he was beat, he was able to irritate that shot.
60-45, Redhawks lead by 15, 14 minutes remaining. Jorgensen, he'll come off the screen, spin around, free throw line, shot, no good, front iron miss.
Yeah.
Going the other way. Jacob Milinkovic, now the shot from Smith is good for a 3.
Smith showing, he started to show it towards the end of the first half and showing it now. His offensive repertoire, didn't see it early on in the game.
Teese will hand off Mahone, right side over to Jorgensen. Look, feed down.
There's a matchup you talked about.
Teese, good feed to Meinholz. What a look.
What an L cut on top by Meinholz to ditch his defender, and a good find by Teese.
62-48, hand back out. Kyrie Mayfield for 3. That won't go. Rebounded out of there. Now foul on the ground.
Don't know who it's on. Bodies on the floor. One of each.
Could be on Jorgensen, I think. Oh, no. They'll call it on the Vikings.
They're going to call it. They're going to say the foul.
Okay, so they do call it on Brady.
Okay, we had to wait for the board and.
Up top, Smith working with it. Marty, you got big plans to watch the national championship tonight in volleyball?
I will be watching,
Yeah.
and then I'll be going over to the NFL game later. But what a great game they had Thursday night on that wonderful
match was
win over
great.
Louisville. Badger women were incredible. It was a 15-round prize fight.
Shot on the way, Teese good for 3.
Did he make it look like he was putting a worm on a hook and just dropping it in, just sitting back on a lazy old sunny day? What a effortless three-point shot.
Good finish from Kyrie Mayfield.
Yeah, I guess I'll just shoot this three-pointer. Nothing else to do.
65-50. That Badger game, I think it's 6:30 tonight.
That's correct. They're
Against
gonna,
Nebraska.
It's going to be a Big Ten. Yeah, they upset Pitt. First Ripon upset undefeated Louisville.
Shot on the way.
I say Ripon, Wisconsin.
Big news to that program, though. Dana Redke playing Player of the Year.
Yeah.
National Player of the Year. That's great.
And they got the Freshman Player of the Year, too, from Poland.
Basket is up and good. 65-52, 11:53 remaining.
Ripon's been able to maintain the double-digit lead since they went up by 10.
Mahone on the dribble will look to the right side. Meinholz back to Jorgensen around the outside perimeter. There's Brady. He'll get the screen. Good finish underneath for Jack Brady.
You talk about, give me an inch and I'll take a mile. How did he squeeze through that and not go out of bounds? Great
Junior
finish.
from Brookfield Central. Inside feed. Nielsen turn around.
Boy, if he would have made that, it was like a no-look baby
That
hook.
was like that was a Christmas gift if it would have went down. Jorgensen avoids the contact, throws back Brady 3. That will not go.
Got a good look.
Milinkovic on the clear out. That's Jacob.
11 minutes left in the game.
67-52, Ripon leading. There's a carry.
I'm going to call the reach on the freshman, Meinholz.
So Steffes will come back in for Jorgensen, and DeValk will come back in as well.
Like you said earlier, in terms of you look at the youth of this Ripon squad, and they've always said about basketball teams, you're always changing. So you're either getting better or you're heading south. And when you look at the upside of this team and youth and experience, you think what they can do this year, and oh my Lord, what can they do next year?
Mayfield lost it, tipped it away, and knocked it out of bounds. He's trying to get it to his buddy over there, but
too much dribbling.
Yeah,
so just get your spacing and reverse that ball. Make Ripon work on defense.
Jacob Milinkovic back into the ball game. DeValk will find Jalen Mahone. 67-42, 15-point lead for Ripon.
Yeah.
DeValk hands back. Jorgensen. Mahone takes the 3 from the
Short.
corner. That'll be short.
Yeah, he closed in on him. 25 did. Milinkovic did a good job.
That one got tipped as well. Up to Dell.
3 on 3.
He'll wait for the trailer maybe. Nope, over the edge.
Ball screen. Nice screen.
Ooh.
Too good of a nice screen by DeValk. He didn't get set with his feet. What it was, he set his feet, but then he rolled to the rim and he was moving. I think you got to take almost like a stop, set the screen before you vacate, because there was contact. He was rubbing on him when he left.
Right.
And that's why DeValk was kind of confused, saying, hey, wait, I do this all the time with no whistle.
Just about through the halfway point of the second half, 67-52. Mayfield puts it up. He gets the and one. Yes.
Good job of creating. Well, that was high off the glass.
I was just going to say the exact same thing. That thing was
shot.
up.
That was a high scoop, high off the glass, and nothing but the net going through the cylinder. Foul was called on
DeValk.
So that's his third.
Mayfield at the stripe. The and one on the way. Good.
Trying to make out Mayfield's sneakers, his shoes.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do the shoe report today.
No,
so.
I didn't think about it till now. We did talk about the pink on Shrep.
Dom with the ball now.
Good job by the freshman to come to the dead ball, help his.
Meinholz will give it off to Steffes. Steffes will work his way down in amongst the trees. Backs out top. Oh, nice fake. Galati back out. Meinholz. He'll go hard, finish high.
Oh, this guy's a freshman.
Is he typically left-handed? Because he finished well with it.
Yeah, he did. Should have been an offensive foul.
Merrifield.
Oh, why do you bail him out? Out of control, and you bail him out with a foul call. And I thought he got away with a push-off on offense. No doubt. Very, very quick.
So it's going to be on Steffes.
That's what Coach Kane is telling him right now, that he got away with an offensive foul, and he's looking for consistency in the calling.
Free throw is good. Kyrie Mayfield.
I could hear Coach through my headset.
Yeah. Valid point. Second one from Mayfield is up and good. 69-57.
You tell me, Jason, Mayfield's shoes. I can't make out who.
I wasn't paying attention.
Who the
I was
maker
trying
is.
to call the game here.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you got the important part. I have the luxury.
Yeah, Riley's going to shoot in on that so we can take a look at what we got on the next break. Stoppage of play.
Good defense.
Step, no, underneath, pass.
Very good defense by Bethany Lutheran. Coach Kane takes a timeout. I think it was him that called it.
All right, Riley's got to zoom in on those shoes and then tell me what's going on because I don't have a monitor over here.
I can't make out the brand name. That's what's throwing me.
The PF Flyers?
No, I think someone's mocking me. I wouldn't know who that would be. Yeah, I got the color. That's the thing, and I can't see the. I don't see the logo. Yeah. But it's 69-57.
9:06 remaining.
Yeah.
We were talking last week in the game that team shoes used to be a big deal, and not the case anymore, right?
Yeah.
That's how the whole Martin Ertzer shoe report began.
And University of Kentucky always wore the high top Converse, and when the coach from Arkansas took the job, first thing he did, I've told this story before, was change to Nike, and half the state of Kentucky turned against the coach before he took his first practice.
Right. You can follow Marty's Shoe Report on Twitter at Marty's Shoes. Look for it.
Yes.
We're joking, folks. We're just killing time between the timeout here, 69-57.
And there's a look at those shoes, and I don't know who makes them. Maybe he made his own.
See, they're low tops. I don't think they're high tops.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of guys wearing the low tops recent years.
All right, he's coming right by us.
Here we go.
Get a look in there.
At least I can see it's a Nike sock.
All right.
Here we go.
And Pumas, maybe some Vans. Right side kick.
They don't make Reebok, I don't think.
Schrupp.
Here we go. What a spin move. He's going to get the foul. Ripon been fouling a lot of late. It's been Mayfield that's been getting down there, creating Ripon to foul, creating contact. And now that was really a nice move by Schrupp. Talking
18
about
fouls.
shoes.
Yeah, 18 fouls for Redhawks, 2 for the Vikings here in the second half.
Oh, there you go.
Schrupp free throw is up. No good. We'll roll out.
What does he shoot on the season from the charity stripe? You would think it would be a good number. I'll put you under the microscope, see what you can come up with, Jason.
Oh, I will do so. 75% from the free throw line. Misses 1 of 2.
Nice backspin.
69-58. Had a 15-point lead at one point.
Yeah. And if they can stop the clock and get points by getting to the line, that's going to go a long way in helping them out, climb back into this.
Led by as many as 17. Jorgensen for a 3 on the release. Got it.
Oh.
And a foul.
I think they're calling it, well, the guilty party, the guy we just talked about, Justin Schrupp. And it was opposite weak side block area. And it's his third as well, as Lynn Krause, PA announcer, announced. It was
Mahone.
They inbound because it was after the shot.
Tooney will back it out. Jorgensen, oh yeah, he traveled. You're like,
oh, man, that would have been big. Great defense, good recovery. Jorgensen thought he had an open shot, and it was denied.
14-point lead for the Redhawks, 72-58, 8:21 remaining in the ball game. Schrupp for a 3, that won't go. Rebounded out, Steffes on the run.
He's finding the going a little rougher down at that end in the second half.
Looks to DeValk, picked off. Smith will come to the other side, and Steffes will close, put it up, no good. Rebound. Steffes made some ground there.
Yeah, he did.
Good run out, though, by Smith, 72-60.
Well, Smith and Mayfield in the backcourt when they're starting together, I mean, you don't get faster than that.
Tooney on the swing, looks to go back over to DeValk. Hands off, Jorgensen comes off the wheel.
But remember the guard for Illinois College that came off the bench?
Yeah.
Muhammad, can't think of the last name.
Inside, Tooney. 4 on the shot clock. What's this?
DeValk, great board.
DeValk will get it back. Shot clock reloads 20, buries it.
Well, that'll a man going a long way for throwing that ball away on the turnover, prior possession.
14-point lead again for the Hawks, 74-60. 7:15 remaining. High finish this time not going. Steffes will run it out.
Yeah, he got good help too. Weak side rotation.
Pace has slowed a little bit.
Yeah.
Tooney.
You kind of expect that sometimes in the second half.
Mahone will come through. Shot on the way. Good on the mid.
He was so totally off balance on his left foot tilting to the left, and yet he stayed square on the release.
Full timeout taken by the Vikings as we take a quick look at game stats. Redhawks 29 of 56, shooting for 52% currently. 44% for BLC, 23 of 52. They put up 24 three-pointers, have the Vikings.
Hey, Ripon's improved their shooting from the floor, the percentage, from 50 to 52% here. So while the pace has slowed up, maybe with fatigue, Ripon being content moving that ball around a little bit more, I think, in the half-court offense. I think Bethany Lutheran, though, they you can see they're still trying to get out, run the floor when they can, and rightfully so. So I think that's in their DNA with the makeup of this roster.
Ripon College 29 rebounds. Bethany Lutheran 28. Free throws.
How many turnovers on Ripon in the second half, Jason?
Let me find that out.
They had
switch
8 in the
here.
first half, total 8. And it seems like it's come to be a little bit more of an issue here in the second half.
Turnovers for the Redhawks, total in the game, 16.
Okay, so here you go. They had 8 total in the first half. They have 8 now with almost 7 minutes remaining.
Right.
And once again, I think that's a lot to do with the pressure being applied by the
Well, the Vikings have 19
Vikings.
turnovers.
Yeah, and they had how many in the first half? They had 10. No, they had 13 in the first half, the Vikings.
16-point lead for the Redhawks, 6:52 remaining.
And that style of play sometimes lends itself to more turnovers.
Right. At the top, Milinkovic will throw back to Smith for a 3. That'll be hard against the glass, no good. Almost stolen. Mahone
And
covers it up, timeout.
let's see what they're going to call.
Held ball.
Yeah, I was seeing if they could get a timeout called. Coach Kane wasn't going to bail them out. He was going to make them fight.
Figure it out,
Hey,
dude.
Yep, figure it out. There's that pressure being applied for. Mahone did a great job of avoiding the first theft and then ran into trouble at midcourt.
Jorgensen's got. Looking at the wrong piece of paper here.
Don't look at minutes, buddy. I found out the hard way.
No, this is the stats from the Whitewater game last night, so I got a little confused.
Ripon working it around.
Steffes with 5 on the shot clock, going to go up top and is going to throw one away.
Very rare for him to do that. Sometimes, teammates can help the dead ball better instead of saying, "Hey, I'm open. I'm standing over here. Get me the ball." Make yourself available to a better passing angle.
Sure.
And that was an example. I think they could have done that. Nonetheless, another turnover on Ripon.
Here comes Mayfield, blocked by DeValk.
Good position by DeValk.
Now they'll go to the left side. Mahone's on the catch. DeValk throw back. Mahone comes in, looks to sneak one in there, but decided against it. Under 10 again on the shot clock.
Working that clock smartly.
Floats in the air very well, does Steffes, and that one drops for him. 18-point lead, 78-60, 5:25 remaining.
Steffes had 12 at the half. Stripped by Steffes. He's got Jorgensen. Chose to pull it out.
DeValk over to Mahone's now touch pass inside to Tooney.
Good move by DeValk not to force it to Tooney. Mahone had the better passing angle to get it to the block.
DeValk again, 5 on the shot. He'll spin, wait, go around.
Oh, I'm thinking, why did you make it rough on yourself? Just go up. My goodness. What a circus shot that was with a spin.
Makes it a 20-point lead. Mayfield high off the glass, won't go. Rebounded out.
Mayfield's got to be frustrated.
We're going to start to see some players coming, I think, here for the Hawks.
Yeah.
With a 20-point lead and under 4 to go, almost. Jorgensen will go baseline, back to Tooney, up top to Mahone.
I think this game, the difference in this game is he puts up a 3, Jorgensen, is basically I had the word and then I lost it on that Jorgensen shot. But I just think that the way they were able to maintain composure is the word I was looking for.
Mahomes with a spin and the finish high.
I think composure comes to mind when I think of Ripon, maintaining that throughout, regardless of what was going on in the court, the type of the tempo of the game. They had composure.
30-second timeout taken by Ripon. Substitution timeout, it looks like. Justin Bartle's going to get some time here. Looks like he's going to check in for Ripon. 82-60 with 4:05 remaining.
And we said before, Lynn Krause and I will be doing Monday with non-conference high school boys basketball action on the other side of town Monday evening. We'll bring you that with Chilton comes to town, non-conference action. Ripon boys, I think you mentioned to me, might have lost last night at Plymouth. Ripon girls called that game last night. They had little difficulty with Lomira. And there's some nice underclassmen players for the Ripon girls. Jesse Noldoff, his squad of Ripon Tiger girls. There's some nice talent there in the 9th and 10th grade levels.
Yeah, well, Allie Bumby leading the state
in
rebounds per game.
I think she had 106 rebounds last night alone.
Just shy of 20 her game.
My goodness, I've never heard of such a thing. Points, yes. Rebounds,
Merrifield to the right side. Updell. Gets picked
Another
off.
Steph by who?
Meinholz. He'll wait for the crew this time. Oh. There we go. Bartle over to Steffes.
Bring some sanity.
And
what do we? The ref way up on top made a call way down opposite of him. I don't know what the call is.
didn't mention checking in also number 12, Ryan Davis, 5'11" sophomore from Fredericksburg, Texas, checking in for the Hawks. Davis with it right there.
Got to be a little nervous. Believe me, Davis isn't thinking about the score or how much time on the clock.
Galani. Around over to Davis from Steffes. It's a good touch. Still got, your starter Steffes out there to run it a little bit. Let these newer guys come in.
Yep. Always got to have your leader, your ringmaster.
Wesley Woods will come in for the second time today from Madison, Illinois. Up top, Davis for three. No, hits the front of the rim.
Yeah, it was straight.
Now a quick foul going to be called against Luke Meinholz.
Boy, does he stick his nose in there when he goes for a theft.
And now we're going to see some players coming in for BLC as well.
Today is the longest full moon of the year tonight.
Oh, wow. I didn't know we had an astronomer amongst us.
In Bethany Lutheran College, Mankato, Minnesota. If Little House on the Prairie, Laura Ingalls Wilder, that's where that all happened, real life. 9-year series that was, right up there by where that college is located. Little House on the Prairie, one of the most successful television series, Jason, in American television history.
That's why I love calling games with this. Marty's always got a nugget hanging in there somewhere with some kind of info.
The old man would take his wagon and get supplies in Walnut Grove.
Cameron Ford checking in for the Redhawks.
Which does exist, by the way, population just under 900 to this day.
Stop in and have some pie at Olson's restaurant, right? And then Nelly will.
Oh, Nelly.
Wesley Woods on the catch.
Michael Landon.
Our Mankato fans who are listening are
Get
probably
in
like,
there.
get these guys out of here.
Long
Woods,
two.
basket for 2.
Coach wants to get a player in.
84-61. Redhawks leading.
This guy's my hero already. Guess who had to wear goggles when he played junior high basketball?
Thomas Stadka, the 6-foot junior from Milwaukee. Played at Milwaukee Lutheran in Palm Beach Atlantic.
Look at this. He didn't take time.
Good for him.
Yeah. That's a nice release on that. Yeah, that's the guy I couldn't think of, Kurt Rambis. My goggle hero. Riley Eisnagel is confessing the same.
Right.
Sported the same kind of rec spec.
Who knew you guys had game like that? Woods for 3, no good. Rebounded out.
Well, we didn't have the game per se, but we certainly had the Kurt Rambis look.
Shot on the way. Sharma for 3, no good. Galati will run. Woods on the catch.
Great outlet.
He'll look and go high off the glass. Won't go. Get his own rebound. Put it back up. That won't go. Rebounded out. Coming the other way. Here comes Riley Ashburn. Ashburn on the move around. A foul from Galati, 84-61. Ripon leading here. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining.
What's that Italian dessert you can get at Cristiano's that's like an ice cream?
Gelato?
Yeah, I think of Galati. Every time I say Galati, I think I get hungry. I want to have dessert, you know? That they all come in all the different flavors.
Free throw is good from Ashburn. 84-62. This is the commentary you get when you get a 22-point lead, right?
Yeah, he comes out, by the way. And here's another player we haven't seen this season for the Redhawks.
Number 2, Clark Cunningham, the 6'1" and sophomore from Cary, Illinois. Played at Cary Grove.
Coming off of that huge win last night, you know, that's one of those marquee wins you circle, you know, Ripon over Whitewater last night, UW Whitewater, and then coming back short rest, beating a very athletic, up-tempo ball club.
Into the ball game, also Hayden Gunderson, Cooper Hansen, and Easton Hulke for the Vikings.
Nice play.
Basket put up, no good, tipped around, comes out of there, rebounded out by Cooper Hansen. Shot for 3, three-pointer good for Ryan Samuelson.
Going to get 2 more coming in for the Redhawks.
84-66, Ripon leading with 1:22. Woods thought about 3.
Yeah.
Throws back out, hands off. I'll do it again. Right side on the hit. Bartle. Right-handed finish, that won't go. Under a minute to go.
Good ball movement.
That one goes out of bounds.
Good job by Bartle creating that tipped pass for the turnover.
Woods will be content to get some separation. Now hand it back. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 34 on the game clock.
Wanted to get 3 more players in, but I don't think it's going to happen unless we get a quick foul.
And ahead they'll run. Basket laid up and a foul. Well, they'll get in. 84-68, 20.9 remaining. So let's give you a quick look at some of the lines here. Redhawks 33-67 for 49%. BLC 25 of 61. That's 128 shots put up, folks. 41%. 3-pointers, 8 of 29 for Bethany Lutheran, 6 of 16 for Ripon.
Yeah, Ripon doing a great job of not letting Schrupp get all those good-looking threes. Get good looks at the threes, I should say, in the second half. Good adjustment defensively.
A few more players in for Ripon. Dylan Corral. Also number 30, Ryan Mahoney.
24, yeah. Jordan Hill.
Final here today, the Redhawks knock off the Vikings 84-69. That was a fun game, Mark.
Yeah, it was a lot cleaner in the first half, and as Ripon pulled away very methodically, it got a little sloppy after that, realizing Bethany Lutheran College had to climb back in, so they got more aggressive. We got more whistles in the game. But, yeah, congratulations for Ripon. A big win last night, non-conference. Follows up today, keeps that winning streak alive for the Redhawks.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy your holiday break, people. We'll be back after the first of the year. I want to thank our executive producer and camera operator, Riley Eisnagel. For Martin Ernster, I'm Jason Mansmith. The Ripon College Redhawks knock off the Bethany Lutheran Vikings today, 84-69. Have a great night, everybody.